All right, I'm at the home office here, the home workstation, where I was editing a lot today. Got all of Van sessions for this week finally edited. Normally I do that on Monday, and it's Thursday. It was dragging it out all week. Tomorrow's Van sessions, and so I will. Hey, cat! Psst, psst. He's eating my dinner. Tomorrow's Van sessions, and so I will try and shoot as much behind the scenes as I can tomorrow because this is the Locals Rock version, so it's not quite as big of a production. We try to stay mostly acoustic with that. The plugged in one is the every first Friday of the month, and so that's man. Anyway, it's cool to see everything that goes on there. So if I can remind myself to grab a camera and just shoot some behind the scenes, I might have to do it with the GoPro here, because this one we don't use. We use the rest of our cameras for van sessions though on the real thing. So, but got a lot of editing done today. So caught up van sessions finally, and I have more editing to do. But then went to the RV show because Motivation Homes. Would love a new van, RV, motorhome, whatever. Found a couple we fell in love with, of course, and can't pull the trigger on anything until we get this going. And so, how do you guys find motivation to make more money? I don't know, go down and go look at like new cars, new RVs, new houses, new hot tubs. I don't know, anything that's you want to purchase that you're gonna have to figure out how am I gonna purchase this? How am I gonna make enough money to purchase this? And so, kind of kick yourself in the butt a little bit to get moving. There's some cool stuff down there. RV shows are legit, and then it's a Thursday afternoon, and that place was packed. That place was so busy. So that was good. That was fun. Other than that, not a super productive sales or marketing day. It was mostly a day of just editing, and I let's see where am I at on camera. Anyway, I screen recorded, I don't know, 30 minutes or something of me of my editing, and I'm curious as most video people are self-taught in Premiere. Maybe some of y'all have, someone that or took a class in it or something, but I'm self-taught, so I don't know all the hacks. And so as I learned them, as I've learned a few over the years, it's I just never considered myself a video person. I'm an audio person, so I know Audition really well. I use all Adobe products, and when it comes to video, playing with Premiere, there's a lot to learn. That's a robust program, and so I know some stuff, but enough to get by. I use a lot of keyframes, sometimes, and scene edit detection, brilliant. That thing's amazing. Anyway, so if you have tips or tricks on Premiere as you kind of see what's I sped it up, so it's probably almost impossible to see here. But any tips or tricks on my on my editing techniques, let me know. Had to, I did some lightening up a little bit of the shadows. In this one, it was pretty dark. I think so here's our process. Dixon, our video guy, DOP, director of photography, he's in charge of shooting it, setting up the lights and shooting it, and then providing me an edit. And then I go in and then I do all the cuts on it. So I'll cut out each song and I'll pull the content to make the shorts. And he told me, he's like, this one's this one's a little dark. And I'm like, oh man, it's a little dark. So on my monitor, at least, I brought up the shadows because I thought it was a little too dark on the one girl. But yeah. Anyway, got all that done. Tomorrow's van sessions. The van is at the doctor right now. It had to get new windshield wiper harness, a new alternator, and a new voltage regulator. So that's cool. Anyway, I'll pick that up in the morning, and I'll shoot footy of the van. The van's dope. For those of you who haven't seen the inside of the van or the van at all, check out Van Sessions on YouTube. It's cool, man. And I'll pick that up in the morning, clean it up, get that to the Monarch, and it's a full day of setting up for the show. We got to be set up by. I'd like to be set up by 4:00 because the first band is at 6. We start about 6:15, 6:20. Solo artist is the first musician, and then our second is at 7. But I like to be ready an hour before the first musician, so if they show up, they can get set up, and I'm not holding them back, and we can sound check, and we're on time. So I like to be set up, and man, at least an hour before they're set to go on. Usually 2 hours before they're set to go on, which is ideal. And it's just solo artist, so that's good. The second musician is a band. It's a band like Lisa and the Missing Pieces or something. I can't remember their full name. They're very nice. They're good. They're a fun little band. So I do have to do show prep. I do show prep for those. So I don't know how much you prep before your podcasts, how much you just go into them. This is one of those shows where I have a specific intro. I have a specific like a sponsorship thing that I read, and then I do research on the musicians because that's the format is they play a song, we ask questions, play a song, ask questions, play a song, ask questions. Well, 3 question answers sections, and then they play us out with music. And I've got to do a little bit of research about the band so I know what kind of questions to ask them. Otherwise, it's kind of weird, I mean, there's some standby questions I always go to, like who are you influenced by, and how do you create a song? What's your process? Those are a lot, but if I can dig up something interesting that's personal to that band, that's always better. It's always better. And I have a specific closing thing that I always say, so I got to prep all those notes tomorrow before the show. Doesn't take long, like an hour or so. I think that's it. Anyway, today's day as a semi-pro podcaster was full of editing, and I'm trying to get caught up on that and call it stalling, if you will, of the sales process. We still don't have anything in writing from our beer sponsor, but it's pretty much a go. So that's good. And then next week is going to be the week of finding more sponsors, finding somebody new. And I don't really know even where to begin with that, but I did talk CPM I think it was 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. So based off of that, I'm looking at, right now we're averaging 22,000 views a month. 16 on, this is Van Sessions only, but 16,000 views on YouTube, and another 6 on Instagram. We have less than 2,000 followers on Instagram, and we have 781 subscribers on YouTube as of today. So, but our videos are short. They're 2, 3, 4 minutes long. The podcast versions, the full episodes of the show, they're a bit longer. They're 30 minutes. That's quite a bit longer than 3-4 minutes. But obviously the bulk of the content on that channel is 3 minute songs, and so it's hard to get, unless people are just looping those things, it's hard to get a lot of hours. But we finally got our hours to kick up over 350 a month, which is good. Last 28 days, I should say. So that puts us, if that average stays, then that puts us at our 4,000 watch hours on within a year, within 12 months, which qualifies us to be, take advantage of the Google bucks, YouTube cash flow, all $12 of it, or however much. God knows if we that first check or that first deposit is going to be interesting. I know it's popular for people to post videos of here's how much YouTube paid me on my first check, and sometimes they're a lot of money, and I'm like, there's no way, man. It's going to be like $7.50 or something. Anyway, that's still, I think we're looking at about another, we got to get the subs up. So we need another 200 subs plus the hours. We're only about halfway on the hours, so probably 4 months, 4 months, 4 or 5 months. Gosh, it'd be nice to get there in 4 months with the Van Sessions page. Okay, I mean, that's it. I mean, I was rambling, but hopefully while I was rambling, you could see the editing that I was doing today, at least a portion of the editing that I was doing today, jumping back and forth between Premiere and Canva and Notes and all the things that I use to just put together shows. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it for today. Deuces.